Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode, of Judgement, Apocalypse Survival Simulation. This is going to be a bit of a different episode, a lot quicker than normal, and there's really not going to be any gameplay. It sounds really exciting, doesn't it? The reason why I'm doing this, guys, is there's been a big update to the game. This is something that I wanted to do just to kind of give you guys a list of what's actually being changed, and a bit of a warning as well, because there are so many changes. It is possible for us to reload previous alpha versions, because they've made so many changes that they actually recommend we start a new game instead. They say especially if we have a high survivor count, which right now we're at 7 or 8 or 9, so we might be okay. I want to go through a list of some of the changes that are actually in the game right now. The current update is Alpha 6. It has gone live as of the 10th, so 3 days ago. I'm recording this, I don't know, it's going to be up in like a couple hours on YouTube, so I want to go through all the changes that are in here just so that you guys get a good idea of what is actually happening here. So, for right now, the main changes, there's new defense mechanics. The awareness level is one that they've changed. As time goes by, the demons become aware of your base. The larger your population, the faster it happens. And the frequency of the attacks on your base now depends on the awareness level. So once the attack happens, the difficulty of the attack is determined on how long since the invasion started, so how many in-game days have actually passed, and also on the awareness level. On higher awareness levels, even early game attacks can be devastating. There's also a priority summary. So let's actually go into the game here. I wonder if I could do... I don't know. I kind of want to just go back to where we were. Why don't we test it out? Let's test this out. We got 10 survivors. So, what's actually going to happen? We could possibly get attacked right off the hop. That is something because we have the 10 survivors, we have all the stuff around here, makes us become a lot more noticeable. There are a few things that we can do. Don't know. Guard tower. They have new things that we can actually add in now. Research, they've actually edited some of these to the ones that we couldn't get before, we can now get. So conservation, this was here, wasn't available. So water conservation, you use 10% less. Gather resources, get 10% more. That's coming soon. This one here wasn't available, keep a lower profile. So these are things that actually help to lower the awareness. Early warning, you get a lookout post, so that's one of the things there. It actually allows you to stay hidden, lowers the awareness. Logistics, you can actually add people to your task force, so that will give you one person to go out and scavenge. I don't think there was anything else that they added in here. Mineral extraction. Okay, one of the ones was Kevlar, so that's a new one that they've added there. And I think that that's it. So let's go back here. Let me just go back to the main changes page. The priority summary panel, that's one of the ones here. Okay, so if we go back to, let's get out of research. Priorities. This is something that they've done, and this is phenomenal. I'm really glad they did this. One thing that you can't change now, every single person, their needs is going to be top. Okay, so they're always going to take care of their needs. You can't put that lower than number 1. It's always going to be number 1. Everything else will come after that. What this does now, it's in a chart form. It'll actually tell you who is best at what. So now you get to see everybody, and you can go, well, okay, shit, this guy's the best at mining, so let's move him up here. This guy's great at crafting, so we can look down the list and go, damn, this guy's really good at gathering. Why the hell isn't he up here? So move that around. People where you say, like this here, Chills, he's good at building. Well, no, he's not. He actually sucks at building, so move him here. Let's move the mining up a little further and that. So now we can get these things a lot more organized in by way of skills. So this is a great way to be able to see everybody all at once. You don't have to worry about who's doing what and where. See, farming. We got poor Kenny on farming, and he's like one of the worst. So we can start moving these things around. It's not saying that you can't leave these things where they are. They will develop skills, but if you're looking to further your tribe or get better, you can actually go through and go, okay, on crafting side, who's the best on crafting? Well, look at this. We've got people here listed at 6, and they're not up there, right? So we can start playing with these things as well. That's one of the things that they've added in here. The other thing was the key bindings. So if we actually go back to, let's get out of here and go in here, settings, now we can change key mapping. So we can actually go through and decide what we want to have things at. You can see it's actually zooming out as I'm scrolling. So now you can change everything that you want to, to better suit whatever your keyboard or anything. I don't think they've gotten into anything to do with controller support as of yet. I believe it is in the works, so that is something that will be coming in the near future. They've added something called scavenge loot. The way that scavenge loot is calculated has changed, so it's to make scavenging more worthwhile, but as you scavenge, it now increases the enemy awareness. So you have to be aware that, the more you're sending people out to look for things, the more you're making your awareness get higher and higher, the more susceptible you are to attacks. They have added a new creature, one called the Fallen Angel. Now, it's not the most OP one out there, but it's something different about this one here. It actually has the furthest range, so a long range attack, and really high accuracy. So it makes him one of the deadliest enemies that they've put in the game so far. We were talking about the new research, so they've added the few of the coming soon ones have actually been implemented. They've added research that provides passive bonuses and to support new mechanics and items. New items were added into the game, including a rare weapon that can only be found in Scavenge if you're lucky. And then the logistics ones, we can actually increase the task force to 6 survivors now instead of 5. So there is a full list. I will be putting the link in the description down below. There's got to be 50 different fixes that they've implemented in this. And the reason why I'm taking the time to do this with you guys is because when a game dev puts this much effort into repairing the game and doing an update this big, it shows they genuinely care, and it shows that they want this project to go somewhere. So definitely check out this game on Steam. The link is also in the description. I put a link to the changelog. There's a full list of all the changes. They've changed a lot of the balancing. So there's new loot generation algorithm. They're changing the cost of a lot of the research subjects. They've changed the cost of several items. The difficulty of rescue survivor missions is now less dependent on time and more dependent on the number of survivors. The holy equipment now requires holy words, and they can be scavenged, which are rare or obtained by killing fallen angels. They've added a new casual difficulty, added the new awareness rate like we were talking about. You can change the setting in the custom difficulties that determines how fast the awareness level grows. They've also added the attack frequency setting in custom difficulties, so you can determine how often the base is actually attacked. They've changed normal difficulty to challenging, and they changed beginner difficulty name to forgiving. So just so you're aware of those few little things there. Man, so many things. Lots of different bugs were actually fixed here. They've added in the scavenge quest would always spawn a new rescue mission. Some maps had too little clay or stone. They've also added a new algorithm to make it less susceptible to you getting the same seed over and over again. Like I said, guys, the amount that they put into this is amazing. So definitely check out the link below. There will be more of this series, and for right now, I think what we're going to see with myself when it comes to the actual game, I have a couple episodes in backlog because I was in surgery and I wasn't really in the mood to record, and to be completely honest with you, this is giving me a big headache. It's not that the game's annoying me at all. It's just because of the surgery I had. Right now it's not the greatest, but you can see here, enemy awareness of your colony determines how often and strong enemy raids will be. Awareness increases over time. Larger populations cause awareness to increase faster. Other factors can affect awareness levels such as research, buildings, rituals, and missions. So this is something that we really have to be able to keep an eye on now. I think this is actually a great change that they've added into this, and I'm going to try to keep playing the game as it is right now, but we could expect something pretty badass to happen the next time I record. So for right now, what I'm going to do, we will actually just quit the game. We won't bother saving any of the progress, and I will bring you guys back in, I think it'll be probably 3 episodes. There's one that comes out, or came out today. There will be 2 more after that, and then I will release a new episode to show you guys what actually happens, and possibly we'll end up restarting the whole thing over based off of their recommendations, but I do kind of want to see what it's like and how fast it actually sets up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, even though it wasn't any kind of gameplay. I wanted to give you guys this update because, like I said, any dev who goes through this much effort to make this many changes and upgrade the game as much as they have and implement new things means they're damn serious about it. And I want to give these guys support because, I mean, this shows that they really care. It's not one of those things like, oh, we just wanted money, so we threw a game out there. We don't give a shit where it goes and how it looks. These guys are looking for feedback and they want the game to improve. So definitely check it out on Steam. And no, I'm not being sponsored. I'm not getting anything from these guys. I just love the game and I want to help these guys out because they deserve it. So like I said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, share it with your friends, let them know about the game, and be sure to check out the links below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.